depending on your time and location and where you're watching me from. My name is Sunday Chinedu. I'm the Aquaculture Extension Officer of VetSac Limited. Today I'm going to be talking about culture system. Let me not just bore you with the whole grammar and things like that. Let me put it in a simple term where you can understand. Culture system is just that the system that you use to raise your fish. That is what it's all about. The system you are using, the pattern you are using, that is the culture system. So today I'm going to bring to you, because we have a lot of them, but I'm going to just mention a few of them. So the first culture system is you have earthen ponds. Earthen ponds, in the situation where you just excavate the ground, dress it, pour water into it, then allow it for some time to make it ready, then you introduce your fish into them. Then we'll have the concrete ponds. The concrete tank is made of concrete, just with mixture of cement, sand, and stones. You can prepare concrete tanks. The other system is the plastic ones. That is where you use things like the plastics, those big plastic bowls. You can use of any size, of any color, you can use it. So depending on the market or the audience you are pursuing, because people that do very large scale farming, they don't use that plastic, because plastic tends to, reduce your capacity. So people who want to raise maybe like 5,000, 6,000, you can't be using plastic, because plastic will occupy a lot of space, and the end of it, you end up not putting as much or raising as much fish as you had wanted. So another system is the fiberglass tank. This fiberglass tank is also another culture system, but the fiberglass tank, just as the name implies, is made of fiber. This one is almost the same thing with that plastic, but the difference is just the material of which it was made from. So another one is the tarpaulin ponds. This tarpaulin that they use to make canopies. That is what this one is made of. Then we have vats, where you just take your nylon, you arrange like baku. You could just arrange baku, nakam, just arrange it to make it retain water. Then from there you put your fish and raise your fish from there. But they all have their advantage and their disadvantages. Let me start from the earthen pond. The earthen pond is a natural habitat to them, because there they have grasses, they have other insects, animals where they can pick. Even they can spend up to days without eating, without having much problem, because there they have natural things that they can eat that can help to subsidize the feeding activities. But in this one, the disadvantage there is that it's very costly to manage in the terms of pumping water, because as you're putting the water is seeping down somehow gradually, depending on the kind of sand or where your farm is located. So the cost of you pumping water regularly just to keep that pond on the surface, or to maintain the level of the water so that it will not go down, is where this the challenge comes from. Then the other disadvantage of earthen pond is that when you want to treat fishes that are in earthen pond, it's more difficult to treat, because if it is in the case where the pond is very, very large, then the amount of medications you'll be applying that will make it effective for it to cure the fishes is what you have to consider. Then when you talk about concrete pond is more easier, because once you put your water, the water is not going out from anywhere. It's just like when you want to change the water, but there in the concrete pond, you change water more often than the earthen pond. Then tarpaulin ponds is just almost the same thing with concrete. Another disadvantage is that there, if they have problem, the problem can easily generate to others. So all these things I've mentioned, the earthen pond, the concrete tank, the fiberglass tank, the tarpaulin ponds, the plastic ponds, and the vats, all of them are culture systems. But you are going to plan, or maybe decide, based on the kind and the size of fish you want to raise. Because if you are the person that is looking for, maybe like you want to be raising like a ton of fish, 5,000, 10,000 pieces, so you will need a larger place or space that can accommodate such number of fish. So with this, you now have the knowledge of culture system. So if it is the one you just want to raise maybe like 50, 100 fishes, you can use the plastic, you can use the fiberglass tank, or you can use the tarpaulin. But most persons these days, they use concrete, tarpaulin, or fiberglass tank, depending on what they want to go for. Then the earthen pond is for people who are already into a large scale. So with this one, you are not just going there to maybe to put like 50 pieces. You're not going there to put like 100 pieces. These people are people that are doing thousands, in tons So this is culture system. So with this, I hope that I'm able to teach or educate you on the cultural system, and which one you choose is just dependent on your own decision. Thanks, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.